Hey guys, it's Sad Crowman and welcome to a pick a card reading, a thing we totally do regularly on this channel. Well, okay, so I do kind of want to get back in the swing of making pick a card readings because my sister really wants to start a tarot reading channel with me. So we'll think of this as a trial run. Group 1 is this clefairy. Group 2 is this chansey. Group 3 is this entei, and Group 4 is this pidgey that lost its butt. I'll let you pick your stack. For those of you who aren't good at picking with your intuition, I'll have astro dice and other ways. For clefairy, what kind of energies are we sensing for clefairy? What are some signs that clefairy is your group? Okay, the moon. You may be a really big fan of the moon. You might be a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising in sidereal, tropical, or constellational, or Vedic astrology, or whatever. You might be an Aries. You might have your moon in Aries. And 11, you may be a life path 11 if you're a clefairy. You may be a life path 2. You may have been born in November, or your favorite number may be 11. Or you could have somebody here has an Aries moon in the 11th house, or perhaps you have an 11th house stellium. You may have a stellium in Aries, or, you know, otherwise a prominent placement in your 11th house. Other signs that clefairy may be yours. Surprise. Priest in reverse, or scholar. You may be a scholar, or some of this may mean something significant to you. I just heard one very dark message in particular that I'm not going to repeat. For group 2 we had the chansey. What are some signs that chansey is your pile? You may be a Pisces. You may be a Pisces moon. One may be your favorite number. You may really resonate with the idea of being number 1. Or you may very badly want to be number 1. Probably a hard worker. Might be a life path 1. Perhaps you were born in January. This is Pisces, right? Yes, it's Pisces. Why am I second guessing myself? Frivolity, you may have a butterfly tattoo, or you really like butterflies. Maybe you saw a butterfly recently. Maybe a loved one has passed on recently. So guys, what are some other signs that chansey is their group? Widower. Reunion. Enemy, or merchant. Some of that may resonate with you if you are the chansey pile. Group 3 we have entei. What are some signs that entei is the right pile? Okay, we have Scorpio, 12th house. Some of you may be psychic and you already kind of knew it was entei. Sun. So you may have a Scorpio sun in either sidereal astrology or Western astrology. You may have a 12th house stellium. You may be a life path 3. You may have been born in December. Let's see, what other signs is entei the correct group? You may be a fire sign. No, that's too many signs. Sweetheart, that may be a sign for you. Love. and death. If any of that resonated with you, you may also have very prominent 8th house placements. Then you might be the entei. Again, don't put too much weight into this. If your intuition told you something else, that's probably what's it. And now for the pidgey here. What are some signs that their pile may be the pidgey? Okay, we have 1 again, Aquarius. You may be a very individualistic, self-driven person who marches to the beat of their own drum. You may be autistic. You may be an Aquarius. You may have an Aquarius stellium. You may be an Aquarius rising. You might have just recently learned a harsh lesson. Spirit guides, what are some other signs that it may be the pidgey group, that they may have the pidgey group, that may be best for their June or whatever? Okay, we have despair in reverse. We have Lord. Oh, that one jumped out. We have love. Let's get one more. I feel like this... Oh, you may have been born in January or whatever. What else? Gift. You may have recently gotten a gift, or you may have discovered you had a gift, something like that. Alright, so I hope that gave you some information, some extra information with which to pick your pile, or some extra confirmation that that was your pile. Actually, let's do more zodiac signs. I'll do some more zodiac signs here. For clefairy, we have a Sagittarius moon, Leo Mercury, Neptune in Pisces, Moon in Sagittarius again. More signs. We have a Jupiter in Virgo for our chanceys. Neptune in Cancer. Aquarius in Mars. I'm sorry, that'd be Mars in Aquarius, whatever. Then we have a Jupiter in Pisces. Some more signs for entei. We have a Sagittarius North Node. Moon in Pisces. Why are there so many Pisces here? Pluto in Gemini. And a North Node in Capricorn. And for our pidgey, some more signs for our pidgey. We have a Capricorn North Node. Moon in Cancer. Scorpio and Pluto. Leo North Node. Let's do one more. Saturn and Gemini. Okay. If you have any of those placements or one of them stood out to you, that might be an extra confirmation. Alright, we're starting with the clefairy. Hey guys, I'm super pissed. I just recorded another video, excuse me, with the audio off. So, I am big mad. Let's see, which cards did pile 1 have again? They had that in the middle. They had that right here. And that was right there. Okay. Refilming this whole tarot reading. For those of you who chose the clefairy. Okay, so with the devil in reverse, I'm thinking you guys have left behind some kind of bad habit or negative influence that was really holding you back in life. Like there was just some kind of dark, toxic energy that's been holding you back, left you gasping for air. Well, it may not be that dramatic. For some of you, it could be as simple as you realized you were playing too many video games, so you cut back on those a bit. or, maybe you were at a toxic workplace, or a workplace that just left you feeling drained. It could be anything, really. After all, so many people are going to choose this pile, so I can't guarantee what your personal experiences are. There are too many people here, general reading. But anyway, leaving this behind has left you with some kind of tangible reward. Because we have the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is grounded in reality, so I'm thinking some kind of a tangible reward for freeing yourself from this situation. So I don't think this is like some kind of spiritual, yes, you are ascending and that's your reward for June. No, I don't think it's that crappy. I think you'll get something that actually makes a difference in your life right now. Now, of course, we also have the Lovers in reverse here. Now, the Lovers isn't necessarily like your partner. It could be any two forces joining together, but it's in reverse, so I'm thinking this is the end, maybe of some old friendships that you've had, and this could be either happening this month or have already resolved, maybe even some time ago for some of you whenever you left this behind. I'm tired. So yeah, it could be some old toxic friends, old toxic co-workers, bosses from the past. It could also be a toxic partner. But something that used to be like a huge fixture in your life before is just going to naturally fall away now that you've leveled yourself up. You're vibrating on a different level now. You're vibrating too high for these negative influences. So this may not even be like a person. It could just be like, maybe you really used to enjoy listening to some artist, some celebrity during a really dark period of your life, where there was some movie you watched over and over again. You're just no longer interested in it now, because now you're resonating somewhere else. You're not in this dark energy anymore. And that is okay. It doesn't mean that you can't still love those things or appreciate those things or even get nostalgic for the darker times in your life sometimes. It's just, sometimes when we grow and evolve and change, things that used to really interest us before are no longer in our lives, and that's just how it is, I guess. Now, I also drew two from here. Yeah, I drew this one first and then this one. Now, let's talk about this one first, though. So we have, is this me? And what I see this as being part of the Lovers in reverse. Hold on. Like, you may feel like you're not the same person anymore, or you don't recognize yourself just because you've changed so much. You may find this darkness trying to suck you back in all the time, like constantly. Negative people, negative emotions, negative situations. Maybe you have some unhealed trauma, and that keeps making you wonder, who am I now? Who am I without this trauma? And it may be that you have to re-meet yourself. You may have to meet yourself all over again, this new version of you. And, it doesn't mean that you're an entirely different person now. You're still you, and those terrible experiences you've gone through are still a part of you. Like, for some of you, it may be, say, alcohol. Maybe you used to drink all the time, and you're wondering, well, who am I without that? Maybe you, say, left one religion and went to another because you had some kind of awakening or something. And you're like, wow, who am I now that I've left that other me behind? And then, of course, we have revenge, which is mildly concerning for me. Now, it could be two things depending on who's here. Some of you may have wanted to get revenge. And this may be what's pulling you back into this energy. You may want revenge on the people who have hurt you, who have kept you in this dark energy for so long or something like that. But who's it said that he who embarks on a journey of revenge digs two graves. And, that is unfortunately true. And, karma's real, guys. You get what you put in the world. It may not be immediate, but it will come to eventually, be it in this life or the next, and you are better off rather than taking it into your own hands, just letting karma play out itself. I really feel like your spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, whatever name you want to give this energy, is watching over you and cares about you, and things are conspiring to work in your favor. it may not come immediately, and you may want to really take that into your hands and do it yourself, but I have a feeling everything's going to work out. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a sitting duck, because for some of you, either this feeling is mutual, maybe someone from your past wants revenge on you for cutting them off, for leaving them behind when you went into this new energy. They're mad. They don't like it that you are thriving. So, since you are thriving now, or you're about to be thriving, or whatever, they want to tear you down. They want to take you back down to this energy this June, and you do not want to let them do that. Then, how many cards did I draw? Okay, I drew that one and that one. That one and that one. I didn't draw that one. What about this? Nope, that's the end of it. Okay. Now, I also got your hard work is paying off, Capricorn, and you are very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. Now, we have Capricorn and Pentacles here, and that's making me think that this is some kind of tangible physical reward for many of you. So, we're thinking something like money. Like, it may not be a huge amount of money. It may be just that you were in a really bad place before, and now you just have a little frivolous extra spending money that you can do something nice for yourself for once. Maybe it's a new career. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's maybe you're finally getting some medical treatment or something like that. But there's going to be like an actual tangible reward. It's not some spiritual thing that some kind of stupid reward you find within. This is something good, I think. And if it doesn't come this month, it's being set in motion around now. So, even though things seem grim because you just got out of this bad place and you're worried about getting sucked back in or whatever the hell is going on for you personally, I really do see things improving for you. Especially financially. And it's directly because you've taken time to heal, taken your time to breathe and be in the moment a bit. Because, the Seven of Pentacles, this is a card for, you are reaping what you sow. It's upright, so it's a positive reap what you sow. You planted the seeds for this transformation, and it's finally impacting you for the better. Any other messages for my clefairy pile? Alright, I think those were upside down. We had Death in reverse. And we have Haughtiness in reverse. So I see you guys being in a better place now. You're leaving behind these negative things, though they may try to chase you. Then we have this, this Haughtiness card. Be careful not to let your pride get in the way, or the previous identity you have established for yourself. You might be changing your colors, and I don't know why I got that impression from this, because I'm pretty sure that's more of a chameleon thing than a peacock thing, but that's what came to mind, so we're going with it. Anything else for pile one, or are we exhausted here? Conversation. Yeah, I think there are going to be new people who are going to replace those old people. For those of you who have cut off some old toxic influences before, you get some new people in there that will be better suited to your new energy. So, I guess good luck. That's all I've got for you today. Okay, that's it for your reading, group number, whoever you were. While I still have your attention, first of all, please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Also, I did order some samples of some new merch I put in my store, so I'll go ahead and show that off right now. Still smells kind of like vinegar. This is in the small. These tags are easy to tear away, so don't worry about that if you're autistic like me. You can easily pull these tags out because they are tear-away tags. I'm really satisfied with how this print came out, but if you don't want a print that's light like this, I also have a blue on black shirt, and I have a black on blue shirt. And it says, "Is love enough?" When he is the cactus guy. I'm a big fan of how this one turned out. And then I also got this one. Oh, these are unisex tees, by the way. I'm really satisfied with the print on this one. Of course, they chose to print it on a foil. That makes sense for what it is. So you're going to want to wash these shirts inside out. Well, actually, this one I think they use sublimation printing on. But yeah, turn them both inside out while washing just to be safe, to protect the print so you can make it last longer. I was going to turn this into a crop top, but apparently it takes up the whole shirt, so I guess I'm not going to turn it into a crop top. And of course I also ordered a poster. I don't know how to show this gracefully. It's like my book cover in red, basically. I'm pretty satisfied with this merch so far, so I'm gonna order some more samples of other things in my store coming this June. And you can check out the store if you like, if you want to support this channel, because, you know, ad revenue has been low lately. None of my videos have been really getting picked up by the algorithm. So, you know, if you would like to help support the channel or help me save up some money so I can launch the audiobook, or at least survive long enough to launch the audiobook. It looks funny like this. I think this is Already's true form right here. Why am I like this? Okay. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Okay, next let's do our Chansey group. Now Chansey, you know, this Pokemon kind of has its own meaning, you know, a chance, good luck. So I'm thinking some of you could really use some good luck right about now. Where are my crow cards? Okay. First we'll draw some tarot cards for you. What's up with your June? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Could be worse. Just fall! Just fall! Okay. Anything else? I feel like there's more. Okay. But now this one wants to jump out. Yuck. I didn't want to read this many cards. What is this trash? Dear Christ. So we have Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of the typical reap what you sow card, but it is in reverse. So, yeah, that's... I kind of am interpreting that, and that's how the Crow Tarot booklet interprets this, as, like, something you put a lot of energy into didn't end up working out. Like, you had some kind of plans, you put your all into this, you invested into it, or you had very high hopes for it, but for some reason it just didn't pan out. And then we got this Star in reverse. Ouch. You may have to cut your losses. Like, whether this is a career, a relationship, an education, there's something in your life that you've got to cut your losses on. And that always sucks, man. And of course we have the Star in reverse, and the Star is like generally the happiest, most, it's just the best card in the deck, but we have it in reverse, so I'm seeing, like, you know, complete and utter despair. But all is not lost, because, you know, there's some kind of message in it. Like, whether, and for some of you, because the Star is associated with fame, some of you may have made an attempt to become famous or get really attention. Like, maybe, you know, like, to use an example that's personal to me, maybe you spent a lot of time on a video and you thought it was going to do really well, but you put it out there on the algorithm and YouTube goes, nope, no, I don't think so. I thumbs down, you couldn't see it. I don't think so, not today, you sick son of a bitch. So yeah, I absolutely know how this feels, and it is very, very frustrating. But the silver lining, you know, there's nowhere to go but up. You can always start a new venture. But you are feeling off balance now. Because you kind of, some of you put all your eggs in one basket. For others of you, it wasn't a big deal. And for some of you, it hasn't happened yet. So you're like freaking out now. You're wondering, like, what am I gonna f up now this June? Try not to, try to keep your wits about you. But yeah, after this thing doesn't work, whether it already stopped working or whatever happened or will happen, you're gonna feel kind of lost. Like, where do I go now? What do I do with my life now? Because we have this 7 of Cups. So, there's so many different routes you can take. But the good news is you can take any of those routes. And I recommend choosing the one that your intuition most calls you toward. There's got to be a lot of different things on your mind that you would love to do, or people you would love to be with, or what other examples did I use? Whatever you invested your time or energy into, plenty of fish in the sea, that sort of thing. Just try to cut through the confusion. Now, I am a little concerned because we have this 8 of Wands here. So I'm not seeing any progress this month. And this whole reading has been bad news. This whole reading's been bad news. Really, Spirit. You couldn't give... They have to have some kind of break. Come on. Because this 8 of Wands in reverse, that's giving me the impression it's going to go super slow. That this is going to be a journey. And I hate that shit. God. Listen to me yelling at Spirit. Okay, what is blocking this pile? What's getting in their way? Obsession and downcast pride. Okay. Alright. So if you don't let go of this, whatever's sunk investment, that's gonna hold you back. So try not to have a one-track mind. Don't be obsessed. Don't be like, it has to be this one thing. If this doesn't work out, I'm for life. Because, you can always maybe come back to this thing later on. Something might change. But for now, at least listen to me for now. Don't get too caught up in this one thing. Because if you do that, you're gonna be stuck here for a very, very, very long time. And we also have this downcast pride. Do not let the failure of whatever, whatever 7 of Pentacles in reverse is going on here, don't let that eat at your pride. Don't let it feel like you are less worthy of a human being or anything like that. Because, otherwise, you're going to be stuck in this energy for a really long time, and that is going to suck so much ass. We've just been demonetized. Anyway. I feel like this has been such a downer. God. Is there any good news? Is there any light at the end of the tunnel for my chansey group? Can they have a chansey? Please, Spirit. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Adjustments are required. Okay, so you make your adjustments, you get your silver linings, so that's not too bad. And a new start is coming, yeah. See, so the good part is, since this wasn't working out, you can always pursue something new. Like, say you just got your heart broken by some utter douchebag, or some complete bitch, or some non-binary whore, whatever you're into, or some agender scum of the earth. Whoever hurts you, you can replace them with someone else. Somebody better. There's somebody more for you out there. And if it's not a person, maybe it's a career, maybe it's some kind of educational pursuit, you can still get this new start. And that'll make your life so much better. Like, than worrying about all this. I know I can't just be like, skip to the end. Because it's hard when you have your hopes set on something and then you have to leave it behind. Oh, it is the most soul-crushing fucking feeling. But there are other things out there for you. I promise, there are other things out there for you. Anything else? Not out of this pile, I don't think. Okay, let's try this one. Are there any blessings this month? Anything blessed? It can't be all bad, come on. Foe! Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe one of your enemies will meet their downfall. Foe. Is there any force that's going to come help, maybe? Malady. Maybe someone you really hate will be sick and they won't be at school for a while. Or whatever's. Won't be at work for a while. You get a moment's peace. Who knows? Maybe they'll get sick and die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's nothing good in this whole reading. I'm screaming. I've never had a reading this awful before. For anyone. Ever. Oh my god. What the Guys, I'm so sorry. Maybe you picked the wrong pile. Maybe you picked the wrong pile. Wow. Spirit guides, let's have a blessing. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so we got full moon in Gemini, a little underwhelming. The answers you need are coming, so you will not be stuck here forever. Things will improve. You will find the answers that you really desperately need in order to move on and find something that actually works for you. Luck is on your side. Okay, so it's not... This might be a blessing in disguise. And then we have a new moon in Virgo. It's a time to give rather than take. That's so fucking boring. Okay, so I felt at a loss for what the hell this card was trying to say. Because I can't imagine being charitable. I just simply cannot imagine being charitable. But it does say, when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make a restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is up on the up. Oh, okay, so we had this malady in reverse earlier. So if you guys have been sick, your health should improve. Okay, so that's boring. That's boring. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapy, so add these into your routine. Well, that's your reading. It sucked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Enjoy, and maybe July will be better. Maybe July will be better. Okay, thank you. Please don't thumbs me down. This isn't my fault. Oh, that's right. They deleted the dislikes. Shit. I keep forgetting about that. YouTube, bring dislikes back. Okay, that's it for your reading, group number, whoever you were. While I still have your attention, first of all, please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Also, I did order some samples of some new merch I put in my store, so I'll go ahead and show that off right now. Still smells kind of like vinegar. Now, this is in the small. These tags are easy to tear away, so don't worry about that if you're autistic like me. You can easily pull these tags out because they are tear-away tags. I'm really satisfied with how this print came out, but if you don't want a print that's light like this, I also have a blue on black shirt, and I have a black on blue shirt. And it says, "Is love enough when he is the cactus guy?" I'm a big fan of how this one turned out. And then I also got this one. Oh, these are unisex tees, by the way. I'm really satisfied with the print on this one. Of course, they chose to print it on a foil. That makes sense for what it is. So you're going to want to wash these shirts inside out. Well, actually, this one I think they use sublimation printing on. But yeah, turn them both inside out while washing just to be safe, to protect the print so you can make it last longer. I was gonna turn this into a crop top, but apparently it takes up the whole shirt, so I guess I'm not gonna turn it into a crop top. And of course I also ordered a poster. I don't know how to show this gracefully. It's like my book cover in red, basically. I'm pretty satisfied with this merch so far, so I'm gonna order some more samples of other things in my store coming this June. And you can check out the store if you like, if you want to support this channel, because, you know, ad revenue has been low lately. None of my videos have been really getting picked up by the algorithm. So, you know, if you would like to help support the channel or help me save up some money so I can launch the audiobook, or at least survive long enough to launch the audiobook. It looks funny like this. I think this is Already's true form right here. Why am I like this? Okay. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Alright, for those of you who have chosen Entei Spirit Guides, what's up with their June? Not much by the looks of things. I mean, it looks like you're in for a boring month, but we'll see. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, I think of the Page of Wands as like... So when I see the Page of Wands, I'm thinking some kind of new passion project or something like that. Especially since I'm pretty sure a lot of my subscribers are artists. So I'm thinking some kind of new project is in the works when I see it upright like this. But when I see it like this, it seems like you're having a hard time getting a... Maybe... having a hard time getting it off the ground. This might be just because some random complication is getting in your way. It may be the little menial tasks making it hard for you to create. Like maybe you're having a hard time organizing some kind of script or timeline, or just some random delay like that that's making it hard. Especially if you have ADHD, you may have a hard time focusing this month on some of your projects. But I think if you're determined or mature enough, you can get out of this stuck energy. Because when I see, you know, the Two of Swords, I think inaction, complete inaction. So whatever's going on with this Page of Wands is keeping you from making progress. And it may not be an art project like I jumped to the conclusion of. It could be a lot of other things depending on who's watching this. It could be a new relationship where you're having a hard time. And maybe you're finding these little things that are making you think maybe you're incompatible and your relationship just isn't going anywhere. It could be a new job where there's some new code you have to learn or something like that, so you're not making progress at the moment. Maybe you didn't get that promotion you wanted and you're stuck where you are, but something's left you really stuck. And I just feel like not a whole lot's going on in June. Now we do have this Nine of Wands in reverse. So yeah, try not to blame external factors. Even if external factors are part of the reason you're not making any progress, try not to put too much blame on those, because that, at the end of the day, that's not going to get you anywhere. What you want to do is you want to look inward to what you yourself can change. So what in this do you have control over personally? And make actionable changes based on what you can control. Don't worry too much about what you can't control, because there's always going to be crap going on that you can't control. But if you manage to be mature enough to control yourself, you can actually get a surprising amount done, even if it seems like the whole world is working against you, or at the very least not helping you out. And so I hate readings like this, where it's like, oh yeah, at least it could be worse. I mean, at least you're not pile 2. Unless you also resonated with pile 2 with a chansey, in which case I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. But anyway, let's draw some more cards. June. What's coming to my enteis this June? Oh, and I should mention, you know, we have the wands, the entei. That's a lot of fire, so a lot of you could have fire in your sidereal constellational chart. So, Aries, I almost said Capricorn. No. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you may not be. It's just a little extra confirmation that this is unfortunately your pile. Because I know fire signs hate being stuck. Oh, it is the worst. I have 2 Leo placements myself, and also I have, I'm looking at my birth chart right now, it's on the wall, 4 Sagittarius placements, so I'm really hoping this is not my pile. But it's resonating with me right now. It's resonating with me right now. That's the worst part. Okay. Now what else? It'd help if I had a question in mind. Alright, what's keeping my entei stuck in the moment, guys? What's keeping my entei so stuck? Okay, we got obsession in reverse, so... And the child I was meant to be in reverse. Okay, so... Maybe you feel like you're actually held back by your past. For some of you, the biggest blockage may actually be your mental health. Perhaps you were neglected as a child or something like that. You never managed to grow up. Like you're regressing in age right now, or you just can't cope with this adult life because it's stressing you the f*** out. It may be that there's been some creative blockages for you lately that's been holding you back for a while. And so just now you're starting this new project, or you're trying to. But you're finding you've been out of it for so long you still can't create. Or you're mourning lost time, lost projects. Or you feel like you can't just get in touch with your highest self, which would involve you creating all the time, you know. Like, I really feel like it's part of your life purpose to create. Or there's something you've known ever since you were a child that's like, that you've wanted really badly, and you're having a hard time keeping in touch with that. And then we have obsession in reverse. It could be that you're just... Like, I'm not saying that you don't have the passion for your creative projects at all. Like, that you have no obsessive energy for it or whatever. It's just that you're obsessed with some other things right now, and that's getting in the way. Or maybe it may not be some big mental health thing. It may just be there are little things getting in the way, little... what's the word I'm looking for? The logistics. The logistics are getting in your way. And you're obsessing over these little details that don't really matter when you really just should be seeing the big picture. And doing what you can in the moment. So like if you're creating something, or you're in a relationship, or you're at a new job, and there's one thing getting in your way, try not to focus on the one thing that's getting in your way if you can't change it. Focus on what you can change now. Alright, spirit guides. Anything else I can give them? Okay, we got expect powerful change. So it's not going to be like this forever. You know, we have this stagnance, but it should ease up. I feel like by the end of the month, that stagnance may ease up. It may just be that you're going through some rough transits right now. Or some who knows. You'll be like, what do you mean, who knows? You're the psychic! Okay, what else? It's coming this June. Are you kidding me? Drop all those cards on my ass. Okay, so we got the energy is gaining momentum. Okay. You are good enough. A personal issue reaches resolution. A win-win outcome is forecast. Meditate and contemplate and believe in the impossible, because this reading couldn't just be short, could it? Alright, so believe in the impossible. You may feel like all this is impossible, whatever your dreams are, whatever this child I was meant to be is. But it's not, okay? It's gonna change. The energy will gain momentum. You're good enough to do it. The issues that are in your way, your blockages, will be healed or removed in some way, so just focus on what you can change now. Win-win outcome is forecast. Things that you may see as a blockage now might actually be for your benefit in the long run. And I don't know why, because that sounds ridiculous, but that's what I'm hearing. And then we have meditate and contemplate. So some of you may want to add meditation to your daily routine. Like maybe every morning when you wake up, instead of thinking about how badly you want to kill yourself or whatever, or how you just want to sleep for 5 more minutes, meditate a little. Sorry, I guess I didn't have to read you to filth like that, but I did. That's only for some of you though. I'll give you that plausible deniability. See, anything else interesting with this June? Oh my god, shut up, computer. Nobody cares about you. We care about Entei's June. Despair! Shit. Shit, man. Okay, so it's trauma for a lot of you. Okay, well, don't paint the ceiling. You know, the grave is not calling you just yet. I just feel like you're all tortured artists. I feel like this pile is full of tortured artists. Same though. I promise it will get better. We have that guarantee that it's gonna get better. Where is it? Win-win. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, I think that's what I've been missing here, the detail I've been missing. For a lot of you, these hard struggles you've been going through and shit, it may seem like it's getting in your way now, but actually what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you more creative, it's gonna give you more creative fuel. You're gonna get a lot of ideas from this, a lot of inspiration from this, and as soon as you get over that hill, whatever challenges you're facing, and you start to see things more objectively and things start to clear up, all these terrible, terrible things you've been through will actually be to your benefit. Like, and if it's not a mental health thing for you, if you think this is a career reading or relationship reading, excuse me, maybe your career, maybe you're struggling with your career now, but those struggles will actually help you later on because they'll educate you more. Like maybe you want to be a teacher and you're actually struggling with one of your subjects. That'll help you relate to your students more when they're struggling. Or maybe it's a relationship and you're struggling with this one. Well, maybe while you're struggling with this one, you meet somebody else who's better. It could be so many things depending on whatever this thing is that you've so deeply wanted, possibly since childhood. Whatever this Page of Wands is for you. So I hope that helped and like didn't bum you out too much. But I see that there's gonna be a really big reward at the end. Probably because, win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra, energy gaining in momentum, especially with this believe in the impossible and expect powerful change. I really think that you're going to create or achieve something really, really great within your lifetime. But you're not going to achieve anything if you decide to, what's a euphemism for killing yourself that won't get me demonetized? Well, I can't think of one, but yeah, let's not do that. Besides, you'll just get reincarnated again and have to come through this shitty life again, and you'll be practically punished with another life full of problems, and you'll be expected to solve them. So it just, karma alone is enough to keep me here. So yeah, don't give in to the despair, because at some point, for some reason, that's gonna help you. So if you've been in that kind of place lately, you will overcome it someday, and the rewards are going to be really great. Okay, that's it for your reading, group number, whoever you were. While I still have your attention, first of all, please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Also, I did order some samples of some new merch I put in my store, so I'll go ahead and show that off right now. Still smells kind of like vinegar. Now this is in the small. These tags are easy to tear away, so don't worry about that if you're autistic like me. You can easily pull these tags out because they are tear-away tags. I'm really satisfied with how this print came out, but if you don't want a print that's light like this, I also have a blue on black shirt, and I have a black on blue shirt. And it says, "Is love enough when he is the cactus guy?" I'm a big fan of how this one turned out. And then I also got this one. Oh, these are unisex tees, by the way. I'm really satisfied with the print on this one. Of course, they chose to print it on a foil. That makes sense for what it is. So you're going to want to wash these shirts inside out. Well, actually, this one I think they use sublimation printing on. But yeah, turn them both inside out while washing just to be safe, to protect the print so you can make it last longer. I was going to turn this into a crop top, but apparently it takes up the whole shirt, so I guess I'm not going to turn it into a crop top. And of course I also ordered a poster. I don't know how to show this gracefully. It's like my book cover in red, basically. I'm pretty satisfied with this merch so far, so I'm going to order some more samples of other things in my store coming this June. And you can check out the store if you like, if you want to support this channel, because, you know, ad revenue has been low lately. None of my videos have been really getting picked up by the algorithm. So, you know, if you would like to help support the channel or help me save up some money so I can launch the audiobook, or at least survive long enough to launch the audiobook. It looks funny like this. I think this is Already's true form right here. Why am I like this? Okay. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Okay, our next pile is the pidgey with the butt. The pidgey with the butt. For those of you who picked the pidgey with the butt, this is your reading. So, my pidgey group. Come on, I don't know what direction that was supposed to be. I think it's this way. Huh, okay, that was a little bit of a card explosion. I think we have enough now. Okay, this isn't as bad as most of the piles. Why is everyone having such a hard summer? God. Okay. So I'm getting the impression that something was holding you back. Like hardcore. But that something that was holding you back turned out to be more of an inner struggle. And like maybe you've killed off that part of you that was holding you back. Or you are in the process of doing that and finding your inner strength. Okay, but anyway, I'm sensing there's been some kind of positive changes in your life recently, and you're starting to get in touch with your inner strength, or you have gotten in touch with your inner strength, and it's completely transformed you. But then we have a Page of Cups in reverse. I'm thinking some of you may have a hard time with love or your interpersonal relationships. Some of you may have autism, which I do, so team autist here. For others of you, maybe you just went through a breakup or something and you're just realizing, you know, that you are strong enough to go on without this person, or you will realize that you're strong enough to go on without this person. For some of you, maybe it's more of a platonic thing, like you've lost a friend, but yeah, I'm seeing some, I'm feeling some loss here. Now, the Page of Cups can also be somewhat related to naivete, and upright, it's kind of like a positive inner child card. But in reverse, it could cause some issue. There may be someone in your life, or you in your present life, who are having a hard time perhaps connecting with your emotions. It may be some childhood trauma showing up here. Could be maturity issues. You know, sometimes it's really hard to be mature, especially if you've had a broken childhood or some crap like that. It's hard to tell. It may be someone else's energy, because we also have this Seven of Swords here. And that gives me the impression that either you are dealing with imposter syndrome right now. That's one thing, that's one possibility I'm seeing for some of you, where you feel like your accomplishments aren't your own, or you don't deserve what you have, or you're not a real artist, you're not a real banker. I don't know why that popped in my head. Do I have any bankers here? Okay, whatever. If that's what popped into my head, I'm sure someone maybe. Someone's an accountant or something. Maybe there's a gender bias in your field that's holding you back, or some kind of bias like that. But also, there could be somebody in your life that doesn't have your best interest in mind right now, or somebody out there who wants to take advantage of you. Maybe they want to steal your ideas, or maybe they just want to be a part of your life. Maybe they want a relationship with you, but they're not actually a good person. and dating them would be like kind of a massive mistake, like maybe some kind of karmic partner that you'll learn a lot of lessons from, but you won't have a particularly good time learning those lessons. So there's so many different things that this could be. I really get the impression, honestly, for most people who are here right now, that there's somebody in your life who is trying to deceive you. Like maybe they're trying to seem like they're going to be a great partner, they're going to take care of you, they're going to do all these things for you, but actually they're not going to put their money where their mouth is, when push comes to shove or whatever. I used a lot of idioms there, so forgive me for that. Basically they're acting like they're going to be a really good, stable partner for you, but when it comes down to it, they're not going to be able to do anything for you. Or they might be able to, but just unwilling. They might not actually be faithful. They may have negative intentions. They may act like they're going to take care of you, but actually they're going to expect you to take care of them. So watch out for someone like that coming into your life this June. Because they're seeing this budding strength in you, and they really want to take advantage of that. Because I don't know where you are in this timeline. You could be here right now, or here right now. But you're in one of these cards. They feel this strength coming, and they want to swoop in and take advantage of that, I'm sensing. I'm kind of seeing an introspective June for a lot of you. But I'm feeling a lot of you have been introspective so far, so you're kind of like, what? An introspective June? I've had an introspective year. Off. But yeah, if you're right here right now, if you're in an Eight of Swords energy where you feel like you can't get out, I feel like some kind of hard time is ending for you. So, or has ended for you recently. Let's see what else I can get. Guys, tell me more about this Seven of Swords energy here. That's making me nervous. What should they know about this Seven of Swords person? Seven of Swords person. Okay. We have forgetting oneself. Interesting. Alright, so you need to put yourself first. This is more time, and I notice these are even the same colors. This is more time to be strong than ever. Like, I don't want to hear any of you say I can fix him. Or feel like you need to take care of somebody. Because the person you need to take care of is you. Not whoever this is. Are they going to be sad because you're not paying attention to them, because you don't want to be their friend, or because you don't want to date them, or whatever? Well, that sucks for them, because you're putting yourself first this month, because I said so. Put yourself first this month. Anything else I should know about this Seven of Swords that the Pidgey pile needs to know? Spirit guides. Okay. Black flower fragrance. What the Okay, there's a booklet. It's kind of useless, but there is a booklet. Okay, I just feel like this is like somebody who's acting like they're gonna be some great partner, or maybe their darkness is part of their allure to you. Because, like, you've been through some shit in the past, so since you've been through some shit, you actually, a part of you is kind of desensitized or something like that, or maybe that you just have this little dark side to you, so you want someone else who kind of has a bit of a dark side that you can relate to or whatever. But, yeah, I'm not seeing this as a person you should be getting attached to, or else if it's not a person that we're talking about, let's see, if this Seven of Swords, if you think that's you and you have imposter syndrome and that it's not like there's some creeper who's interested in you or something, it may just be that you are flirting with your own dark side a bit, or that you feel like being strong is just too hard and you kind of want to go back to this because it was easier in some ways. And that may sound ridiculous to some of you, like, what do you mean easier? I was miserable, or they were miserable, or whatever. But for some of you, it may just seem kind of tempting to go back to your darkest days because of the comfort and depression of, or something like that, like things moving more slowly. Sometimes we get a little nostalgic for our darkest days, and I've seen this recurring theme in these groups so far, is having nostalgia for darker days, and don't fall for it. I mean, I guess listen to your emo playlist from 2008 and then move on. Let's see. Anything else for my Pidgeys? What can they expect in the month of June? Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Nothing will come of this situation. You and your loved ones are safe, and confidence is the key to your success. Okay, so we got these bitches right here. I feel like that's all connected. You really are going to find the most success in your life, the most happiness in your life, etc., etc., and the most balance in your solar plexus if you stick to this strong person. If you keep working to find your inner strength, that's what's going to bring you happiness in life, not whatever this is. Nothing is going to come from this Seven of Wands individual. You got the Void of Course Moon. Look at the bigger picture. This may be fun for a moment. I won't lie to you. It'll probably be fun for a moment. Whatever this is going to be fun for a moment, or it's going to be tempting for the moment. But this is where your destiny lies. This is where you want to be. And we also have you and your loved ones are safe. I feel like this is kind of an extra message. For some of you, maybe you're worried about maybe someone in your life, maybe they have an illness or something else. And if that's in your case, I think this is a sign everything's gonna work out. If there's some kind of family concern going on right now. But I think for most people, if this is a Seven of Swords situation, if they make you think that you need to feel, if there's something that makes you feel like you have to feel sorry for them or some shit like that, they'll be fine. They'll live without you. They got their own shit going on. Nothing you can do about it. Not your responsibility. Wow, has this really been that long of a reading? I feel like this reading has flown by. But I apparently talked quite a bit. Well, let's see what other messages we can get. Okay, these are your last messages. Alright, so we have prison and we have sorrow in reverse. Alright. Yeah, this prison, it seems to be related to this. Whatever past struggle, or for some of you, a present struggle, and it is coming to an end. All that sorrow is coming to an end. It'll be behind you. As long as you find your inner strength, find your inner confidence, everything is going to be okay. That was a little intense. I feel like this was one of the more intense readings. Okay, that's it for your reading, group number, whoever you were. While I still have your attention, first of all, please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. Also, I did order some samples of some new merch I put in my store, so I'll go ahead and show that off right now. Still smells kind of like vinegar. Now, this is in the small. These tags are easy to tear away, so don't worry about that if you're autistic like me. You can easily pull these tags out because they are tear-away tags. I'm really satisfied with how this print came out, but if you don't want a print that's light like this, I also have a blue on black shirt, and I have a black on blue shirt. And it says, "Is love enough when he is the cactus guy?" I'm a big fan of how this one turned out. And then I also got this one. Oh, these are unisex tees, by the way. I'm really satisfied with the print on this one. Of course, they chose to print it on a foil. That makes sense for what it is. So you're going to want to wash these shirts inside out. Well, actually, this one I think they use sublimation printing on. But yeah, turn them both inside out while washing just to be safe, to protect the print so you can make it last longer. I was going to turn this into a crop top, but apparently it takes up the whole shirt, so I guess I'm not going to turn it into a crop top. And of course I also ordered a poster. I don't know how to show this gracefully. It's like my book cover in red, basically. I'm pretty satisfied with this merch so far, so I'm gonna order some more samples of other things in my store coming this June. And you can check out the store if you like, if you want to support this channel, because, you know, ad revenue has been low lately. None of my videos have been really getting picked up by the algorithm. So, you know, if you would like to help support the channel or help me save up some money so I can launch the audiobook, or at least survive long enough to launch the audiobook. It looks funny like this. I think this is Eretti's true form right here. Why am I like this? Okay. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers.